Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews. I'm your host, Matt Spease, and today we are looking at Child's Play 2, released in 1990. Child's Play 2 stars Alex Vincent, Brad Dourif, Gale, Christina Elise, Jenny Agutter, Gerrit Graham, Grace Zabriski, Peter Haskell, Beth Grant, Greg Germann, and Edan Gross. Child's Play 2 is directed by John Lafia. Now, first off, Tom Holland was not associated with this film at all. The original he co-wrote with Don Mancini and John Lafia. This one, Don Mancini is writing it solo and John Lafia is directing. I just, without someone as great as Tom Holland to drive this film, it seems to go a little bit off the rails, to be honest. From the start, I mean, you get an explanation that Karen was sent to an insane asylum after the events in the first film. And in this original script, it was supposed to have been in there where Catherine Hicks and Chris Sarandon would have, reprised the roles. But just like I don't like hearing about that, I wouldn't want to see that either. I mean, I'd love to see them back, but I don't want to see them back like that. I just think they should have brought those two characters back to be major characters once again in this story, because they were important characters in that first film. I think it was a mistake to completely write them out of this film. And the intro with Haskell's company, where they're making the good guy dolls and everything, it just screamed that Don Mancini was trying to write this sequence as his version of OCP from RoboCop. And that was fine in RoboCop for the douchebaggery going on in OCP. But doing that in this little toy company, having all these people being complete douchebags, especially, Peter Haskell's character, and his little dipshit assistant, Greg Germann's Matson. I just, I didn't like that sequence. I thought it was just over the top and just goofy how vindictive and asshole-ish these people were. Alex Vincent is better than he was in Child's Play in his performance. As I said in the original review, he was good in Child's Play, but as I said, he improved in the future films, and this was where he did improve as an actor. His Andy Barclay in this is really good. And as is Brad Dourif voicing Chucky, and Gale playing the in-suit Chucky. They are a good mix, and of course they also had puppetry going on as well for certain scenes. Which everything in this is excellent. It's well done. The special effects are great in this. I can't complain about that at all. So, the introduction of Christina Elise's Kyle, she's great. I love her character. She's got this rebellious tomboy quality about her that makes her really sexy. And I loved her character. Now, I did not like the way they did the adoptive couple parents, the Simpsons. Joanne and Phil, played by Jenny Agutter and Gerrit Graham. And that's unfortunate because I love Jenny Agutter in An American Werewolf in London. She is so likable and so good in that. So her being cast in this could have been, okay, we don't have Karen anymore. Karen's gone. We don't have Catherine Hicks. But we got a really good substitute in Jenny Agutter as Joanne Simpson. But the way Don Mancini writes these two characters, they're just the most douchebag couple ever. Now, Gerrit Graham, he's always playing these kind of characters in everything that he does, just about, so it would have been great if, cast Jenny Agutter, have her play a very likable character like she played in An American Werewolf in London, and cast Gerrit Graham, let him play a good guy for once in his career. You don't have to always write these characters as douchebags so that we can root for them to get killed. You can have some that are likable, and that way when Chucky does kill one of them, if he does, you're pissed at Chucky. Because you shouldn't always be rooting for Chucky. Grace Zabriski as Grace Poole is... she's okay in certain scenes. She's kind of likable, but then in certain scenes, she's written as kind of douchey and dumbass. So I mean, and you also get, like, as I said in the cast, whenever I mention the cast, Edan Gross returns to voice, basically voicing like he did with the doll voice of Chucky, but now he's doing it for the Tommy doll in this, which was really a nice little touch in there, because you get him coming in and doing that voice again, basically the same voice he did for Chucky, but it's for a different doll this time. But yeah, and I could have stomached the whole teacher, played by Beth Grant, being a douchebag character and getting her comeuppance with the ruler. If they had actually made the Simpsons a very likable couple, instead of just making them such dipshits in this. Because, I mean, it's bad enough you open the movie with Peter Haskell Sullivan as a complete dick in this company, and everybody around him is such douchey. Like I said, it just feels like it's inspired by OCP from RoboCop, and doesn't seem to have a real place in Child's Play, in my opinion. But I would have been okay with that. I would have been okay with the teacher if they would have done Joanna and Phil really well as this adoptive couple there. But they didn't. And the way I'm talking about this, you'd think that I hated Child's Play 2, but I don't. I just dislike some of the decisions, writing-wise, that Don Mancini made in this film. Like I said, Alex Vincent is excellent in this one as Andy Barclay, and of course Brad Dourif is great as usual. Christina Elise is excellent as Kyle. But it's just, I don't know why Don Mancini had to write these characters around those characters. Those are the only likable characters, is Andy and Kyle in this, because you did not bring back Karen and Mike Norris. So these are the only characters we're rooting for in this. All the rest of them were just, hey, they're just cannon fodder for Chucky, which is fine, but I expect more from a film when I go into it than other than just giving me douchebag characters around my main characters that I actually give a shit about, you know. Especially whenever you cast an excellent actress like Jenny Agutter as one of them. But, yes, my rating for Child's Play 2. The way I've been talking, you'd think I'm going to give this a big, bad, low score. But I give this film an 8.0 out of 10. It's an excellent film for the Chucky aspects. Brad Dourif is great. And he is well done as far as the effects, and Ed Gale in the suit playing Chucky. And then, of course, you have Andy Barclay and Kyle. They are standout characters that are just badass in this film. So that overcomes the stupid decisions that Don Mancini did writing-wise on this one. And John Lafia, you know, I don't know if he's directed anything before this one, you know, because like I said before this, he was one of the co-writers on this. But, you know, he did a fair enough job directing this, you know, so good on him that if this was his first directorial thing, it's not a bad debut. By the way, I think it's just ironic. I didn't mention this in my Child's Play review, but I just twice in this series, Steven Spielberg got involved in some way, shape, or form to help this franchise. When Child's Play was being made, it was Steven Spielberg who talked United Artists into getting Tom Holland to direct it. And in this one, when United Artists was being taken over by another company, and they didn't want to do horror, it was, again, Spielberg who talked everyone in there behind Child's Play into signing a deal with Universal. So it's just funny that two separate occasions already in this series, through 1 and 2, Spielberg has been on the side of Child's Play. So it makes me think he might have read the script for the original Child's Play and he really liked it. So he immediately started wanting to help it out, you know, and then whenever they were planning the sequel, he wanted to help it out even more, which is funny because you wouldn't think Spielberg would be helping out this slasher film with a freaking doll, you know, but it is what it is. And it's a nice little bit of trivia. So, what do you think of Child's Play 2? Do you agree with my rating? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. And as usual, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, because it really does help this channel out a lot. And these reviews will continue, but we have a detour coming up. I'm not going to say what it is, but you'll see. Then I will return to these 80s, 90s style films. But slight detour in our next couple of videos, but I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by that. So, hope you will join me for that. And I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.